Hi there. Welcome to Conversations with Nancy and Cheryl.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Cheryl. And today we've been having a conversation about cutting people slack.
Yeah.
And
why would you do that?
Well, I think that one, we need to quit taking ourselves so seriously. And I think that when we don't cut people slack, we make assumptions and preconceived notions.
And get mad for maybe not a good reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got an example.
Yeah. Last week, okay, this isn't funny. I shouldn't be smiling, haha. But
You're laughing at yourself.
yes, I am. So my cousin and I had a time on our schedule. We were going to meet last week for lunch.
Which we all do. We
Yeah.
say, let's get together next Tuesday, 11:30.
Yeah, and we blocked it off, and it was set in cement.
Right.
And then we were going to call that morning and say, okay, we're going to meet here or there. So that morning I was busy. The time came and went. I didn't hear from her. She didn't hear from me. And so I thought, oh well, we'll catch up later. So I didn't think anything of it. And later that day, I got a text from her, and she was apologizing because her mother-in-law died that morning. And obviously that took precedence over, a call to me about where we're going to meet for lunch.
Of course.
So I could have gotten all worked up over it.
And thinking it was something, well, gee, she doesn't
personal.
like being
Yeah,
around. It's
exactly.
personal.
Yeah.
And
had nothing to do with me.
Right. And most everything doesn't have anything to do
I
with
know.
us, as we find out later.
I know,
We
darn
are
it.
not the center of anybody else's universe.
Except our own.
Yeah, of course. And we
Hopefully.
Yes, yeah, on a good day. Yeah, but I think that we don't cut people slack. And I think, if you recall in high school, remember it's like, well, I called you last Tuesday.
Yeah.
You haven't called me.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
turn. Well, quit worrying about taking turns.
I remember growing up when that was such a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, well, we had them for dinner. Now it's their turn.
Yes.
To have us.
And like one of the things you've brought up in the past and we've talked about is some people are great hosts. They have what my friend calls the gift of hospitality. And they love to have people over. They love to create a warm environment. And there's other people that is the last thing they want.
And they're good guests.
And they're great guests,
Yeah.
yes. And they come, they appreciate it, they have fun.
I'm a lousy guest. I'm a good host, but
Right,
I'm a lousy guest. So if
Right.
somebody invites me, I always want to come and help.
Right.
So I've got something to do.
Yeah.
I don't think
I've learned to give you tasks.
Yeah, I know, and
Yeah.
it works so well.
That's right,
Makes me happy.
She almost becomes like a co-host. So if you're having a party and you're not a good host, invite her. She'll be a good co-host. But I think that to find out, to find what works for us, and I think to be much more generous of spirit with people and their own issues, and particularly at this time of life, we all have so much going on.
Yeah.
And
Don't take things personally and
Right.
cut people some slack.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
And find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Eventually you will, but until the time when you don't know till you do know.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself all in a dither about
Yeah.
it.
And if they call up and say, you know what, I just really don't like you, go, okay, and erase them out of your,
Move on.
or black
Yes.
them out.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole topic on the elimination of friends in a good way. So cut yourself some slack, cut your friends some slack, and it'll reduce stress for everybody. So until next time, check us out on hourglassworkshops.com. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye now.
Bye.